at Showtime, Steven Espinoza.
And how is the turnout here in San Antonio, and what do you expect tomorrow from Mark Maxeo versus Ray Vargas?
Turnout in San Antonio is always fantastic. It's great here. We had an overflow crowd at the weigh-in, and that's not surprising at all. San Antonio is a great fight town. They turn out and really support the sport. I mean, every time I get in a taxi or an Uber here, the driver's talking about the fight this weekend. Everyone's aware of it. And it helps. We got some, local people on the card as well. So I think it's going to be an action-packed card. Interested in seeing everything from a prospect like Rashidi Ellis, all the way through the 3 fights on Showtime.
And with Rashidi Ellis, what would be the plan? I know he called out Boots Ennis, but realistically, after this fight, how many fights do you think he would need to get back in the flow of things before he fights a guy like Boots Ennis?
Yeah, he hasn't probably been as active as he'd like to be. And I think Boots has his sight set on the title, or at least putting himself in a mandatory position. So not that he's avoiding Alice, but I think he's got his sight set on getting a title in the next fight or two. But I think Rashidi Ellis needs to continue beefing up his resume, developing, moving up in the rankings. And that's the way to make sure that people like you, whether or not they want to.
Skin the Hardaway Southern T, back with another EP. So I just played the audio for you. Steven Espinoza, was being interviewed by YB Boxing. Shout out YB. He be sliding through here every now and again. Shout out brother YB. YB asked him, about Speedy Rashidi Ellis and Speedy Rashidi Ellis's upcoming fight. And you heard what Steven Espinoza had to say. And then YB asked him, YB said, I know Speedy Rashidi Ellis wants to fight Boots, but, how do you see that situation working out? Steven Espinoza replied and said that I'm not saying that Boots is avoiding him, but Boots has his sights set on a title shot in about 1 or 2 fights. You know what I mean? And that particular thing is what I wanted to talk about right there. Now, Speedy Rashidi Ellis has been expressing increased interest in, fighting Jerome Boots Ennis. Everyone can see it, you know what I mean? It's kind of got the people talking, you know what I mean? People in the community buzzing. Speedy Rashidi Ellis and Boots. This is kind of like a fantasy fight for us, leading up to all these years. With Speedy Rashidi Ellis being on Golden Boy, kind of been like a fantasy fight, but now it's more a realistic thing. Now that Speedy Rashidi Ellis is on the PBC, now Speedy Rashidi Ellis is on the PBC side. So as soon as Speedy Rashidi Ellis was signed to the PBC, that's the first thing I thought of: Jerome Boots Ennis versus Speedy Rashidi Ellis. And apparently, it's the first thing that Speedy Rashidi Ellis thought of as well. But apparently, again, Steven Espinoza, has different plans for, Speedy Rashidi Ellis and Jerome Boots Ennis. That's something that I want to talk about in particular. He basically said that Speedy Ellis should build up his resume and all that, and just keep fighting, type deal. And so, what is Jerome Boots Ennis supposed to do in the meantime while he waits on those title shots? You know what I mean? He said, I don't think this fight is going to happen because Boots is looking for a title shot within a fight or 2, which means he's going to have a fight or 2 before his title shot. So if Speedy Rashidi Ellis, wants to fight Boots, you know what I mean? Boots wants to fight Speedy Rashidi Ellis, right? You know what I mean? Boots the boogeyman. Everybody's scared of Boots, right? Nobody can't seem to beat this monster. Some people feel like that this monster beat up Earl and Bud. They feel like he beat everybody, you know what I mean, right now. But the thing is, he can't fight those guys right now. So in the meantime, when a guy like Speedy Rashidi Ellis says that, yeah, Boots is good, but I'll beat Boots, I'll win every round, and then I knock Boots out, you know what I mean? That's something, that get, the tables turning. That's something that gets, the juices going. Like, why isn't, and now I don't feel like Boots is afraid of Speedy Rashidi Ellis or nothing like that. I feel like Steven Espinoza is afraid to put Speedy Rashidi Ellis in the ring with Boots. You know what I mean? Because I think Steven Espinosa understand that that's not just another fight for Boots. That's not just a walk in the park. That's not just, you know, a cakewalk for Boots. I think Steven Espinosa has plans for Boots, and Steven Espinosa don't want to take the risk and messing those chances up by giving us a Speedy Rashida Ellis versus Boots fights. But I guarantee you, he trot Boots out there with somebody else that we know Boots go beat up. He trot Boots out there with somebody that we know he go stump. You know what I mean? But you can't trot him out there with Speedy Rashida Ellis because why? Speedy Rashida Ellis needs to keep building his resume. So what did Castile Clayton need to do? Is Castile Clayton resume, better than Speedy Rashida Ellis? Is he even a better fighter? You know what I mean? This is really the problem. What's wrong with boxing? The reason why we don't get, the fights that we should get. A lot of the jockeying for positioning and all that good stuff. A lot of protecting of these fighters. And a fighter like Jerome Boots Ennis don't need protecting. But I'm gonna play it one more time before we get up out of here.
It is YB here with the man at Showtime, Steven Espinoza. And how is the turnout here in San Antonio? And what do you expect tomorrow from Mark Maxeo versus Ray Vargas?
Turnout in San Antonio is always fantastic. It's great here. We had an overflow crowd at the weigh-in, and that's not surprising at all. San Antonio is a great fight town. They turn out and really support the sport. I mean, every time I get in a taxi or an Uber here, the driver's talking about the fight this weekend. Everyone's aware of it. And it helps. We got some, local people on the card as well. So I think it's going to be an action-packed card. Interested in seeing everything from a prospect like Rashidi Ellis, all the way through the 3 fights on Showtime.
And with Rashidi Ellis, what would be the plan? I know he called out Boots Ennis, but realistically, after this fight, how many fights do you think he would need to get back in the flow of things before he fights a guy like Boots Ennis?
Yeah, he hasn't probably been as active as he'd like to be. And I think Boots has his sights set on the title, or at least, putting himself in mandatory position. So, not that he's avoiding Ellis, but I think he's got his sights set on getting a title in the next fight or two. But I think, Rashidi Ellis needs to continue beefing up his resume, developing.
Not that he's avoiding Ellis, but I think he got his sights set on getting a title in a fight or two. You know what I mean? So that fight or two could most definitely be Speedy Rashida Ellis. Steven Espinoza is out here, protecting Jerome Boots Ennis. Not saying that Jerome Boots Ennis is going to lose, but he damn sure out here protecting Jerome Boots Ennis. And he protecting Jerome Boots Ennis away from fights that, the people want to see, high-level fights. We all want Conor Benn to fight everybody. We all want Virgil Ortiz to fight everybody. And Jerome Boots Ennis is left to do what? You know what I mean? Now, we want to hop on everybody else about not fighting. Jerome Boots Ennis is in the exact same boat as everybody else. He's a prospect that ain't fought nobody just like Conor Benn. He's a prospect that ain't fought nobody just like Virgil Ortiz. Well, Conor Benn fight all old people. So do Jerome Boots Ennis. Conor Benn just knocked out Chris Van Herden. Jerome Boots Ennis fought him before he fought Conor Benn. You know what I mean? So I just think it's time we put this, everything in its proper place. We stop protecting all of these fighters, you know what I mean? And Boots don't need no protecting. Boots ain't a fighter who need protecting of any sort. You know what I mean? Boots needs zero protection. You know what I mean? So I think it's time that we take the reins, especially off 147. You know what's the crazy part about these guys at 147 right now? The young guys. You want to know what's crazy about the young guys at 147 right now? None of them has fought each other. By this time, Earl Spence, Sean Porter, and all them, they have fought each other. A lot of them were champions by age 25 already. I'm going to say that again because I know a lot of people get that misunderstood. A lot of them, by the time they were the age of Jerome Boots Ennis, Conor Benn, and all them, a lot of those guys were champions, and a lot of those guys had already mixed it up with one another. You know what I mean? Everybody right now, all the young fighters right now, is just sitting waiting around on Earl and Bud to let go of the division so they could grab belts and then continue not to fight each other. You know what I mean? I see the play. PTH Big Dog, what's good? Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you come on in. You know what I mean? I see the play. Everybody's Conor Benn. It's like we mad at Conor Benn, right? For sitting around waiting on belts to get clear. We mad at Conor Benn for not fighting Virgil. We mad at Conor Benn for not fighting right Boots and all that, but we ignore the fact that Boots ain't fighting those guys either. You know what I mean? Then you got Espinoza coming out and saying the one guy. You got Espinoza coming out and saying the one guy, not named Earl of Bud, who we may feel have a chance to beat Jerome Boots Ennis. We got Steven Espinoza coming out and saying that he's not going to get a shot. He's not going to get a shot because Jerome Boots Ennis is planning to fight for a title in a fight or two. I'm gonna say that again. He said he don't expect Jerome Boots Ennis versus Keith Thurman to happen because Jerome Boots Ennis is expecting to fight for a title in a fight or two. I think that is exactly what's wrong. I think that's exactly what's wrong with boxing today. Everybody is planning, to fight for a title, but they're not doing, the hard part. They're not putting in the groundwork, before they get to a title shot. This is what boxing is today, right now. And I'm going to go and say it because it got to be said. This is what boxing is today, right now. Today, right now, boxing is you get you a prospect, you get a young guy, you build them up, you let them fight a bomb, let them fight bomb after bomb after bomb after bomb. And then you get him a vacant belt where he fight another bomb for his vacant belt. And then you let him do that until he start to show signs of decline, start to show signs of weakness, and then you put him in the big fight, you cash him out, and you get a whole lot of money. That's what's going on these days. I'm really starting to feel like one of these veterans when it comes to this boxing shit, because I find myself saying these young guys in these days, man, don't nobody want to fight nobody. I think everybody want to play boxer. Everybody want to pretend to be a boxer. Nobody wants to really go in there and really fight, the guys that they're supposed to fight. I think these, and I'm not talking about Boots in this situation. Not talking about Boots. I'm just using Boots because he's the best guy at 147. And I notice how everybody seems to, give Boots a pass. And maybe pass is the wrong word. But everybody seems, to, not be as hard on Boots about doing some of the same stuff that everybody, that all the other young prospects do. Shout out my guy, Jay Gibson. Appreciate you sliding through this joint. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy. I'm in here, just chopping this shit up, about how I feel, about this Steven Espinoza thing. Again, if y'all want to hear the audio, I'd be gladly to play the audio again. But I think this problem, what Steven Espinoza said, I think this is the biggest problem, that's going on in boxing right now. We don't have enough guys, earning championships. Guys are being built up to be champions. We got title holders today, not necessarily, champions. None of these young guys, no young prospect in any of these divisions for the most part outside of 135. Because 135, they young prospects and young guys, they getting busy. You know what I mean? But most of these young guys today, they don't fight other young guys in their prime, other prospects coming up. You know what I mean? It's so far-fetched today. It's so far-fetched today, you know what I mean, to get a young up and coming prospect to fight another up and coming prospect. Back in the day, that's how we used to decide which one of these guys was really the real. We didn't let all these guys get vacant championships and then stage watered down championship fights between four champions who had the path of least resistance, you know what I mean, getting to a belt. You know what I mean? It's at this age, at this time right now, I want these young guys, instead of all these young guys at 47 calling for Earl, all these young guys at 47 calling for Boots, you know what I mean? And because calling for Bud and Earl right now, all these young guys. You know what I mean? All these young guys are just sitting there. All these guys is just sitting down there doing nothing, looking up at the top of the division and waiting for them to let those belts go. How about instead of all y'all sitting in the line looking at each other, how about all y'all fight each other? And people are going to say this and they're going to say that, and we go give our favorite prospect all the credit in the world, whether your favorite prospect prospect is Boots, whether your favorite prospect is Connor Bean, whether your favorite prospect is Virgil Ortiz. We gonna give our favorite prospect all the credit in the world. You know what I mean? While we bash, the other prospects, when if we really sit down and if we really pay attention to what's going on, none of these guys are fighting nobody. Everybody like to say, well, Connor Bean fight all old people. Well, Jerome Boots Ennis fighting the same people that Connor Bean fought. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, Connor Bean fought some of the same guys that Jerome Boots Ennis fought. Jerome Boots Ennis fought old people as well. Virgil Ortiz is fighting Mean Machine. Mean Machine is old as hell. You know what I mean? As well. Type deal. Mean Machine is old as hell as well. You know what I mean? We always say, well, this guy ain't fighting Boots. That guy ain't fighting Boots. Well, Boots ain't fighting them people either. You know what I mean? They ain't calling Boots' name. Ain't nobody trying to fight Boots. Well, Boots ain't calling that name either. Boots management team is speaking for him more so nowadays. Than him. When I hear Boots speak, I only hear him talk about Earl of Bud. And I get it. We know you that good to where you should be able to fight Earl and Bud. But my whole thing is, this fight is not going to happen right now. Steven Espinoza just said, when YB asked him about a fight with Speedy Rashida Ellis, what did Steven Espinoza say? Well, I don't think that's a fight. I'm not saying Boots is avoiding Speedy, but I don't think that's a fight that Boots is looking for right now because Boots is planning to get a title shot. You know what I mean? In 2 fights. So them 2 fights in between, he said Boots has worked his way up the rankings and all that good shit. And I got another question. How the hell are these fighters? And again, I'm only using Boots because he's the best prospect and he's the prospect that everybody seems to give a pass. You know what I mean? And I keep it consistent over here. So that's why I'm using Boots. Because he's like the one everybody is giving a pass for whatever reason, when he's done just as much as anybody else. You know what I mean? I want to see all the young prospects fight each other, not just them fight Boots. You know what I mean? Not just them, fight Boots. Everybody not running from Boots. You mean to tell me Virgil Ortiz, Connor Bean, David Evans' son, you're like everybody is scared to fight Boots? You know what I mean? I haven't heard Boots, call these guys names. You know what I mean? But I heard Speedy Rashida Ellis called Jerome Boots in his name. You know what I mean? So I don't say people, I try to keep it, as realistic as possible, right? I understand that a lot of these fights can't happen. It'll be hard to ask, Boots and Connor Bean to fight right now realistically. So I can't say, well, Connor Bean don't want to fight Boots because they on 2 different sides, of the road. Virgil, I could say Virgil Ortiz turned down the Boots fight because he did. You know what I mean? He don't want to fight. He don't want to fight Jerome Boots Ennis. So I give you that Virgil Ortiz one. You know what I mean? But most of these guys that we harp on and shit like that, they all are in the same boat. It's just about which prospect, that we choose to like the best. But you know what fight actually can happen? Speedy Rashida Ellis versus Jerome Boots Ennis. They're both on the same side. And then when Speedy Rashida Ellis says, oh yeah, I want to fight Boots, we got guys like Steven Espinoza, who I love. Most respect to Steven Espinoza. He do a good job over there. But I think it's just stuff like that that's killing, the sport. I can't remember the last time I saw, a prospect face off against a prospect. A young up-and-coming prospect face off against another up-and-coming prospect. I can't remember the last time, I saw that in this day and time. Speedy Rashida Ellis versus Jerome Boots Ennis is a perfect fight. It will answer a lot of questions, for both of these guys. Everybody, he said Speedy Rashida Ellis need to work himself back in shape. Well, Speedy Rashida Ellis said that he will beat, Deontay. I said Deontay Wilder. Speedy Rashida Ellis said that he will beat Jerome Boots Ennis. He'll do it pretty easy, and he'd probably knock him out at the end of the fight. You know what I mean? So when you got guys talking like that, and normally if I ever heard somebody say something like that about Jerome Boots Ennis, I would say it's clout chasing. But I think Speedy Rashida Ellis is really the guy who means what he says. I think Speedy Rashida Ellis is really the guy who will step in there and face off against the Boots. You know what I mean? I think Speedy Rashida Ellis is more than a game opponent. But I'm about to play this audio for y'all one more time so y'all can hear the conversation between Steven Espinoza and YB, the interview about Speedy Rashida Ellis. You know what I mean? I want you guys to listen in. I want you guys to listen in. I'm about to play it again. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in.
Here with the man at Showtime, Steven Espinoza. And how is the turnout here in San Antonio, and what do you expect tomorrow from Mark Maxeo versus Ray Vargas?
Turnout in San Antonio is always fantastic. It's great here. We had an overfull crowd at the weigh-in, and that's not surprising though. San Antonio is a great fight town. They turn out and really support the sport. I mean, every time I get in a taxi or over here, the driver's talking about the fight this weekend. Everyone's aware of it. And it helps. We got some local people on the card as well. So I think it's going to be an action-packed card. Interested in seeing everything from a prospect like Rashidi Ellis, all the way through the 3 fights on Showtime.
And with Rashidi Ellis, what will be the plan? I know he called out Boots Ennis, but realistically, after this fight, how many fights do you think he would need to get back in the flow of things before he fights a guy like Boots Ennis?
Yeah, he hasn't probably been as active as he'd like to be. And I think Boots has his sights set on the title, or at least putting himself in a mandatory position. So,
He said, I know Speedy Rashida Ellis has been actively calling out Boots, but how realistic is that fight? Steven Espinoza said, and PGH, Speedy Rashida Ellis is with the PBC right now. Before Speedy Rashida Ellis' last fight, he said that he want to fight Boots. He said he'll beat Boots up. He'll knock him out at the end of the fight. He said Boots will not win the round. This was last weekend, right before his fight, his first fight on PBC. You know what I mean? He got a 3-fight deal on PBC. Before his last fight, he said that he wanted to fight Jerome Boots Ennis. So we're not talking about his golden boy days or nothing like that. We're talking about him right now. They both on the PBC side. You know what I mean? Jerome Boots Ennis is seen as the prospect that can't be touched. A lot of people think Jerome Boots Ennis beat Earl and he beat Bud. You know what I mean? So if we at that point with Jerome Boots Ennis, a guy like Speedy Rashida Ellis calling him out, that's a fight that we need to see. He can't fight Earl or he can't fight Bud next. My thing is, all these guys are just calling people out and not fighting nobody. Ain't none of them fighting nobody. That's why they need to fight each other. That's why now since Ellis is over there with the PBC, we finally got a guy who we think may be able to compete with Boots. It's like we really okay these days just sitting back, letting our prospects not fight each other, waiting on vacant belts, and then not fighting each other for another 2-3 years, and then fighting each other when they're 33 years old and shit like that. Now, I see a pattern, and we need to stop this shit right now, especially at the 147 division. It's getting real bad at 147 with these new crop of 147 people. You know what I mean? It's getting real bad. All these new dudes do is fucking party, fucking call out people who they know they ain't gonna fight, and then go fight bums. I'm getting sick of this shit. I haven't seen the prospect fight. Name me what's the last prospect fight you seen at 147? Ain't none happening. My thing is, if you could get in here and you could say Conor Ben this and Conor Ben ain't fought nobody in. Virgil Ortiz ain't did nothing. Virgil Ortiz ain't fought nobody in. And David Evans Sr. ain't fought nobody in. Everybody, all them lose. Boots beat everybody. Boots beat all them and Boots beat Earl. But if you could sit here and say all that, bro, then mean you got to be able to step back and look at Jerome Boots Ennis and say, okay, I see Chris Van Heerden on her. You got no contest with Chris Van Heerden. Conor Ben knocked him out in the second round. So that's the same people. I see Sergio Lipinets on her, Chris Algieri, Sergio Lipinets. They both old in the motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's like I don't pick and choose. I keep this shit as consistent as I can. And I finally then got to the point where we may be able to get a fight that I want to see. We may be able to get Speedy Rashida Ellis and Jerome Boots in this fight. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy. When you roll on in, I got 11 likes. I done had 60 of y'all come through here. I don't understand it. Never gonna understand it, but it is what it is. PJ's Big Dog said Ellis been on the bench. He know he can't get Boots fight his second fight. But he can though, PJ. He really can though, PJ. Just the thing, PJ. He really can get his. He really can if Espinoza will allow it to happen. That's the thing. All Boots got to do is say, bro, let me fight Ennis, and that fight will happen. He said, I don't think Boots is looking that route, which means that he don't know. Which means that if Boots tell him, hold on, I will fight him. That means it could happen. He said, I don't think Boots is looking that route. He said Boots is setting himself up for a title in a fight or two. So that means in a fight or two, one of those fights could be Speedy Rashida Ellis. Why are you dismissing Speedy Rashida Ellis? You know what I mean? Boots probably gonna end up fighting a guy lesser than what Speedy Rashida Ellis anyway. A guy ranked lower than Speedy Rashida Ellis. You know what I mean? Put him in there, man. He said Conor Benn fighting Chris Eubank. Chris Eubank would be the best name on either of the guys at 147 resume. Ash. He will be the best name on either of those guys' resume. It's a little different. It's a little different at the tea house, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. I'm not necessarily on the same page. I always on the same page as everybody else. And that's why, I normally work alone. You know what I mean? But Chris Eubank will be the best name on Boots' resume. Chris Eubank will be the best name on Conor Benn resume. Will be the best name on Virgil Ortiz resume. Be the best name on David Evans Sonya resume. It'll be the best name on all their resumes. Now it's not 147. It's not 147. But my thing is, none of them are fighting each other at 147 is what I'm getting at. None of them are. Boots fought. I ain't gonna keep doing Boots like that. This gonna sound like a Boots hate channel. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna keep doing that. But the guy that Boots fight next, I guarantee you he won't be as good as Speedy Rashida Ellis. He won't be ranked as high as Speedy Rashida Ellis, but none of that. You know what I mean? And my thing is, come on, and he went to 168. We talking about level of difficulty. Conor Benn literally, bro, is about to fight a guy who used to be at 168, who fight at 160, and we still finna rip Conor Benn opponent apart while we go praise Boots for fighting fucking Clayton. I'm not disagreeing with you. You said Conor Benn. I told you what I just found out. Yeah, for sure. Now, I was just saying because I had people tell me that, as that Conor Benn fight, was trash. People mad at Conor Benn for fighting a middleweight. You know what I mean? They mad at Ben for fighting a harder fight, like a hard fight. This would be the most difficult fight in general. You know what I mean? I'm not finna jump down Conor Benn's throat. I'm not finna jump down Conor Benn's throat. I'm not finna jump down. He said Ben will have the best resume after this Eubanks. This is all I'm getting at. I'm not finna jump down Conor Benn's throat. You know what I mean? Especially not for fighting no middleweight. Nigga used to be at 168. Biggest name. Eubank the biggest name of, anybody on these folks' resume. You know what I mean? Now we don't. I know it is with Conor. He's from the UK. I know what it is. I'm about to step into this job. Peace said, well, for sure, Ash. I know what it is when it comes to Conor because he's from the UK. He ain't now a prospect. That's why we could look at Boots and we could feel a certain way, but then we could look at Conor, who literally is this exact same prospect, just on the other side of the pond. You know what I mean? And say he should do more. When they all doing the same. And now you got Steven Espinoza saying that we got a guy over here on PBC who want to fight Boots, who's willing to fight Boots. You got everybody telling me that Boots beat everybody in the world. If Boots could beat Earl and Bud, ain't no way y'all should be telling me that Boots can't fight no fucking Speedy Rashida Ellis because this is his second fight on the PBC. This Speedy Rashida Ellis' second fight on the PBC. He got to get warmed up. Bro, Boots is about to fight. I'm pretty sure if he don't fight Ellis, if he don't fight Ellis, got to build his name back up, bro. So, bro, who is Boots going to fight next? Is Boots going to fight somebody next with a bigger name than Ellis? That's my thing. Ellis got to build his name. So, is Boots going to fight somebody with a bigger name than Ellis? Y'all tell me that. Is Boots in Boots' next fight? So in Boots' next fight, if he fights somebody with a smaller name than Ellis, PJ's big dog. If you, man, that is crazy. He got to build his name back up. But Boots is not, bro. Oh, my God. Bro, Boots is a prospect. He a prospect. Curtis, what's good, Curtis? Boots is a prospect just like Ellis, bro. They both prospects. Build his name up. What? See, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. We putting these, bro. We acting like these niggas ain't done shit, bro. These folks ain't done shit, bro. None of them have done a thing. How somebody got to build their name to fight Boots? I can already see what's happening, bro. Now we finna have Boots out here telling people. Now we finna have Boots out here telling people, get your weight up, get your rank up, bro. Come on, bro. You ain't even a champion, bro. You're not a champion. Ain't none of you niggas no champions. None of you guys are champions. He said, once you go professional, ain't no holding back. The Ellis name ain't ringing like that. Boo's name is mentioned with Spence and Bud. That's how the network is doing it. So PJ. So in the meantime, is Boots about to fight Earl of Bud next? Is Boots about to fight Earl of Bud next? Boots name, bro. Y'all killing me. Okay, so is Boots about to fight Earl of Bud next? To anybody in the chat, is Boots about to fight Earl of Bud next? Now, PJ, and my thing is, PJ, it can happen next, bro. Boots Espinoza just told you, Boots got 1 or 2 fights before he fight Earl of Bud. He not fighting Earl or Bud. That's what I'm getting at. It's not a clout chase, but listen, just hear what I'm saying, y'all. I don't want it to sound like a Boots disrespect video, bro. He not fighting Earl or Bud. Earl and Bud already said once they fight, they moving up. He's not fighting them, bro. So you tell me he not gonna fight Earl or Bud because he's not fighting them. They just using the name for promotion. They tied Earl and Bud name with his for promotion to promote him, bro. He not fighting there one of them guys no time soon. It'll be 5-6 years for them folks ever fight each other. 4, 5, 6 years before they ever fight each other. If they fight, I damn sure know he not fighting Bud because Bud ain't gonna be here that long. If he fight Earl, it's gonna be at 54 or 60. You know what I mean? We got time in between that, bro. He not fighting Earl, nor is he fighting Bud. He's never going to fight them. I could almost go on the limb and say, bro, he's never fighting them folks. So why not fight Speedy Rashida Ellis? Somebody who calling you out. Somebody who want that smoke. And if Ash, I don't know if you still here, Ash. My bad if I rubbed you the wrong way or whatever. Because I know Ash, I'm always rubbing Ashley the wrong way. Ashley shot off on me one time on the panel, and I don't even know where that shit came from one day. But my bad, Ash, if I rubbed you the wrong way, because I do that sometimes. But I ain't mean nothing bad. You know what I mean? I ain't mean nothing bad type shit. But man, he's an Ellis name is in the keep conversation. My thing is, don't never one of their names deserve to be in no fucking nothing. Don't never one of their names deserve to be in no title conversation, bro. If we talking about the work put in, bro, Ellis' work put in is just as good as Jerome Boots in his work put in, bro. And nobody did more than nobody. We just like Boots more. We like him more. That's our prospect. That's cool. And I understand it, but that's what I'm pointing out to y'all. Because there's y'all prospect, y'all blind to the fact that he has done just as much as any other prospect, bro. He ain't done nothing no more. And now when we get a guy, he's the eye rub ass right. Take care of me, Red. Cause I stay rubbing ass the wrong way. You don't think I be knowing it, but I be knowing it. I can see it all. I be seeing it. I be seeing it all in her words, all in her tone and everything. But hell yeah. I don't be trying to. But hell yeah. This makes the eye rub in the right way. Something wrong with y'all. But man, yeah, this is not a Boots hate video, bro. I'm just bringing light to the fact. I'm just trying to bring light to the face that boy even said he don't expect the title shot till 2023. Yeah, facts, bro. That's what I'm getting at, like, bro. And it's Boots. It's up to Boots. That fight can happen, bro. Like, it really can. They both on their side. Espinoza said, I don't think Boots want that fight. That mean it, right? Espinoza said, I don't think Boots want that fight. That mean, right? If Boots was to say, I want that fight, that mean, Boots could get that fight. He said, I don't think that's a fight Boots will want. Boots is playing in the fight for a title in about 1 or 2 fights. He said Boots is playing the fight for a title in about 1 or 2 fights. You know? So that means then 1 or 2 fights, he could pick and choose to fight anybody he wants. He could pick and choose to fight anybody he wants. My thing is, people telling me that Rashidi ain't ready. Rashidi name ain't big enough. Well, I guarantee you this. The next guy that Jerome Boots in his fight is going to have the same level of name or a lower level of name than Speedy Rashidi Ellis. And it's probably going to be Stenonis. Now, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. He said, I don't think that. He trying to protect, he trying to protect Boots. But what I'm saying is Boots could come out and say, no, that guy is a game. That guy is worthy of a fight. Let me fight him. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. And my thing is, PJ's right. If he won't allow him to fight Speedy Rashidi Ellis, but he will allow him to fight Castile Clayton, do y'all see where I'm going with this? Do y'all see where I'm going with this? If he will allow him to fight Castile Clayton, but won't allow him to fight Speedy Rashida Ellis, do y'all see where I'm going with this, bro? PGH, do you see where I'm going with this, bro? That's the problem. He protecting them. And you don't got to protect Boots. And right now, I'm putting it on Boots. I'm putting it on Boots because I want to see a good fight. I don't care if Boots win or lose. I don't care if Speedy win or lose. I want to see a good fight. So I'm putting the pressure on Boots right now because it sounds like that if you come out and say you want to fight this guy, Steven Espinoza will let you fight him. Because he said, I don't think Boots is looking to fight him right now. He answered for Boots. Boots had never said nothing again. Boots is not ducking this guy. I said Espinoza is trying to protect Boots. Boots didn't say nothing yet. But now because Espinoza said this, I'm feeling like that's how Boots in them is feeling as well. So now I want Boots in them to come out and say something. Now you can say they don't got to tell you shit. They don't got to say nothing. These people work for, and I work for me. Apartment right now. My fucking house is over there unattended with one car in the driveway. You know what I mean? One of these things outside. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're right. They don't affect me at all. I'm good. I'm Gucci. I'm good. I'm Gucci. You know what I mean? I'm Gucci. House and apartment in Texas. Car sitting there in the driveway in Texas too. You know what I mean? When I go to my vacations, I got a car there. So I get it. Boots don't owe me shit. I don't got nothing to do with Boots. I get it. I'm nobody and shit. Nothing. I get it. I understand all that. So he don't got to prove nothing to me. But I'm a boxer. I'm a boxing journalist, blogger, whatever you want to call me, and I'm gonna talk about it. I'm a fan. You do owe me something because I'm the one that pay for your fights. I'm the one that view your fights. I'm the one that go to put the asses in the seats. I'm one of the asses in the seats. So yeah, you do, whether you believe it or not, directly, indirectly, you do owe us something as fans. You do owe us an explanation. You do owe us a word or two. You know what I mean? So I want Boots to come out and say something about this shit. If Speedy, everybody telling me he the boogeyman, don't nobody want to fight him. Well, I just seen Speedy Rashidi Ellis say he want to fight him. I just seen Speedy Rashidi Ellis say he want to fight him. And I heard Espinoza say that, I don't think Boots want that fight because he's looking to get a title shot in a fight or two. You know what I mean? So I'm putting the pressure on Boots now. You know what I mean? I want him to clear it up. Don't let Espinoza speak for you. Or is that really how you feel? Because when people speak for you, we got to assume that that's really how you feel. But Espinoza said, I think. So that means he's not really sure. So now will be a perfect time for Jerome Boots Ennis to come out and clarify, well, I got other plans right now. I ain't trying to fight Speedy Rashidi. Just like Earl did. Hey, I'm finna fight Sean and get these belts, then I'm gonna fight Bud. Now will be the time for Boots to come out and say, well, I ain't really looking at Speedy right now because I'm finna fight this guy or that guy. But if you continue not to say nothing, and you let Espinoza say what he say, and then, you got Speedy saying that he want to fight. You got you not saying nothing. You got you not saying nothing at all. And then if you get in the ring, you fight somebody lesser than Speedy Rashidi Ellis, a brother like me, go feel a kind of way about it. You know what I mean? PJ said Ellis said he want Bud Spence too. Yep, he calling out everybody, but ain't fighting. Make a damn fight, Speedy. Speedy just had a fight last Saturday, PJ. Before his fight last Saturday, He said he'll be willing to fight Bud and Spence, just like Boots said. And then he said he'll fight Boots. He trying to walk Boots down. He's trying to walk Boots down. That's what he doing. He said, "Nah, I don't see them wanting a big fight after Earl and Bud move up." So I see what PGH is saying. Now I do see them wanting a big fight after Earl and Bud move up. So I see. Oh my God, man. Oh my God, bro, man. This shit is crazy, bro. That's cool. Y'all can feel this way. I get it. Y'all can feel this way, but I just don't want to hear y'all say shit about Conor being not fighting nobody again. I never want to hear y'all say nothing ever about Virgil Ortiz and them not fighting nobody again, because it's cool. It's cool to have fighters move a certain way when you like them, but when the fighter moves a certain way and you don't like them, then we jump on. That's all I'm saying. I jump on everybody that's moved this way that Boots being moved right now. Cause I'm consistent with my shit. Just like I heard people jump down on Conor being, Boots doing the same shit. That's all I'm getting at. So y'all can feel that way. But I just don't want to hear y'all in these chats shitting on Conor being or shitting on Virgil Ortiz or shitting on Speedy Rashidi Ellis no more. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. I get it. But I just don't want to hear y'all shitting on no other prospects. Cassandra, what's good, Cassandra? Appreciate you sliding through this, John Cassandra. Glad you can make it, Cassandra. Glad you can see it. Glad you can make it. He said he wanted. Speedy said he wanted Bud an earlier ago, but he ain't say. He said Boots ain't ducking no smoke. Nah, Boots ain't ducking. You still missing the point. I'm not saying Boots is ducking. I'm saying Espinoza don't want Boots to fight Ellis. I'm saying Boots need to tell Espinoza that I will fight Ellis because he's not fighting Earl or Bud next. Boots calling out Earl and Bud. He's not fighting them. He's probably never going to fight them. He's probably never going to fight them. I'm going to say it again. He's probably never going to fight them. Never. But he calling them out. My thing is, if Boots came out tomorrow and said, "Bro, yes, I will fight Speedy Rashidi Ellis," you know what I mean? He said, "Why ain't Ortiz fought Conor being?" Yeah, exactly. And let me show y'all something real quick. Exactly, bro. That's my point. But don't finesse your don't make it a little easier on your favorite fighter though. Yeah, ain't none of them. This is my thing. Ain't none of them fought nobody, including Boots. And then when you get a guy like Speedy Rashidi Ellis who want to fight Boots, and I think it'll be a good fight. And then you got Espinoza saying that now he can't fight him. I got a problem with that. Then. You know what I mean? I got a problem with that, bro. Ain't none of the prospects, none of them, Boots included, ain't none of them fighting nobody, bro. None of them. Quick, what's good, quick? Appreciate you sliding through this, John, quick. Appreciate you sliding through. I'm finna show y'all this real quick so y'all know that I keep this shit consistent. Ain't none of these guys fighting, none of the prospects. The perfect fight. Perfect fucking fight. So y'all know I ain't just in here hopping on y'all favorite fighter. Sudden T hate Boots. Now Sudden T consistent. I talk about Conor being just as much as I talk about Boots. You know what I mean? And that's really the thing. That's really what it is. I'm hard on Bean, and I'm hard on Ellis. Not just one because one from here and the other one ain't. But check out my title right here. Crawford Spence undercard, Ennis versus Ellis, and Bean versus Stanonis. I'm hard on everybody because really, I'm really just showing y'all how everybody is on Conor Bean for not fighting nobody and they're not doing this, not doing that, and Boots doing the same shit. Bro. I really just want us to see our biasness sometimes when it comes to certain fighters. That's what I'm here for, bro. Because I'm consistent. I'm consistent with this shit. I don't bash Boots or Conor Bean because I understand the process of where they're going. But in the process, y'all appraise Boots for doing the same thing that they doing when all of them being built up. as champ. They being built up. They're not gonna fight no fucking hard fights. None. Not one. We can't even get Boots to fight Speedy Rashida Ellis. We can't even get Conor Benn to fight David Evans Sr. We can't get Virgil Ortiz to fight motherfucking Conor Benn or Boots. We can't get them to fight each other because they all being built up the same way. But we just want to say, well, Ben ain't fighting nobody. Virgil ain't fighting nobody. Neither is Boots, bro. They all being built the same way. My thing is, if Boots, the reason I'm on Boots' ass, because Boots is number one. Boots is the biggest name over here. He's the biggest attraction out of the young guys. Boots the one that got to spark this shit off. Boots the one that got to spark this shit off and start this shit because he's the one at the top. If Boots say, let me fight with Speedy, Rashid Ellis, let me fight a Conor Benn, the shit will happen, bro. It's the I just don't, and I'm only be here for an hour because I know my brother G5 doing his morning thing. I know my brother G5 doing his morning thing, so I ain't gonna be here about another 13 minutes. I ain't gonna be here about another 13 minutes. But I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, like this is the shit that's fucking up boxing. Not saying Boots, not a Boots hate video, not saying Boots ducking nobody. I'm blaming Espinoza. I'm blaming Espinoza, right? And I'm asking Jerome Boots Ennis to say something so we could get this fight. I'm asking Jerome Boots Ennis to say something because for a long time, and still, I don't think Speedy Rashida Ellis beats Boots. I think Boots win this fight. But the thing is, it's intriguing enough for me to want to see the shit. I don't want to see Boots go in there and beat a scrub ass, which is probably what he gonna do the next fight. I don't want to see Speedy Rashida Ellis go in there and beat a scrub ass, which is probably what he gonna do. You know what I mean? The next fight, I would much rather see Speedy Rashida Ellis and Jerome Boots Ennis to fight each other rather than seeing them going there fighting a scrub. You know what I mean? Because I know that these two guys good, but I can't sit here and say that Jerome Boots Ennis is just 10 times better than all these guys when they both done fought the same level of competition, when they both did about the same amount of work. Now, I could look at the eye test and pick my favorite fighter to where y'all may like Boots flashy style. I might like Conor Benn seek and destroy style. Conor Benn got one punch knockout power, one punch to sleep, put you to sleep power. When Jerome Boots Ennis knock people out, they get up, they get up. You know what I mean? He got up. Lipinets, one knocked out. He was TKO. You know what I mean? He wasn't unconscious. Speedy Rashid just put a nigga unconscious. Conor Benn put niggas unconscious. You know what I mean? That's a good fight. Boots knocking niggas out. Benn knocking niggas out. Speedy knocking niggas out. You know what I mean? I want to see all these guys fight each other, not just Boots, not just Benn fight Virgil. You know what I mean? I want to see all these guys get in here and all these guys throw down. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping the same energy, bro. Carver Williams, that's a good ass fight, in my opinion. It should be built up a few more years. Let those brothers get those names up so they can get bruh. So in the meantime, while everybody building their name, cause y'all know, right? If Speedy Rashida Ellis building his name and Boots building his name, Conor Benn building his name, Virgil Ortiz building his name, Xander Zayas building his name, David Haney building his name, Shakur building his name, right? But the difference between David and Shakur and them, they all down there mixing up, fighting each other. But we got all these people building their names, right? If everybody at 147 is building their names for a couple years, so we cool with just seeing these guys not do shit for another 2 or 3 years. So when Conor Benn fight a guy like Chris Eubank, which is actually a pretty good name, or if Conor Benn fight a guy like, I'm gonna use Van Herten. If Conor Benn fight a guy like Van Herten, or Virgil Ortiz fight a guy like McKinson, I don't want to hear y'all say shit about them not fighting nobody. I don't want to hear y'all say shit about them not fighting nobody because they building up that name for a fight down the road. Everybody is building their fucking name for a fight down the road, and we can't get no fights to pop off right now. You know what I mean? I got people looking at me sideways when I say I want Benn to fight Speedy. You know what I mean? I want Benn to fight Speedy. I want Benn to fight Boots. I want Benn to fight, and all of them fighting the same level of competition right now. But then we come back and say, well, they got to build their names. Bro, we spending too much time building fucking names when we need to be making good fights. You know what build names? Making good fights. If Jerron Boots Ennis beat Speedy Rashid Ellis, he beat Conor Ben, he beat Virgil Ortiz, that's building your name. But the thing that people want to do is the people want to build names by fighting bums. Let's just be real. They want to fight bums. The dude that Jerron Boots Ennis go fight next name ain't ringing. The dude that he go fight next name ain't ringing. So why not fight Speedy Rashid Ellis? Y'all missing it. Speedy name ain't ringing. Okay, who is Boots going to fight this? Who is Boots going to fight next? Because he's not fighting Bud Earl. He calling out Bud Earl, but he's not fighting Bud Earl. They fighting each other, right? So who is Boots going to fight next with a name? Y'all tell me who Boots' next fight gonna be. This is what we gonna do. We gonna take care of this right now because I got 8 minutes left, so we gonna figure this out right now because I want to put an end to this shit right here, right now. Speedy name ain't ringing, cool. So who Boots about to fight next? Tell me who Boots about to fight next. Tell me who Boots about to fight next. That's how you Boots. His name will be ringing. His name will be ringing. His name will be ringing if he beat Boots. Who is Boots? Is Clay name ringing? Is Clay name ringing? Is Castile Clay name ringing? Got a question. Is Castile Clay name ringing? Who is Boots going to fight next? One question, real quick. One question. Who Boots going to fight next? Who we going to fight next? If his name ain't right. Okay, we getting somewhere, big dog. Right, we getting somewhere, big dog. We getting somewhere, right? So we okay with Jerron Boots Ennis not fighting good fighters because they building his name up. We know he not going to fight Earl the Bud. We know this. And we okay with him not fighting other good fighters like Speedy Rashid Ellis because they building his name up. Now, if you okay with that, I need you to be okay with Conor Ben and everything he do. I need you to be okay with Virgil Ortiz and everything he do. I need you to be okay with Ryan Garcia and everything that he do. He said Thurman is stop saying he won't, but he not fighting Thurman. Thurman was about to fight Conor Ben. Conor Ben fighting Thurman is more realistic than Thurman fighting Boots, bro. That's what I'm getting at. Conor Ben was the one about to fight Thurman. The guy y'all don't like. And I even had a guy question Conor Ben yesterday about clout chase. Oh, he clout chasing Thurman. And that was really in negotiations. But now people tell me, oh, well, Boots can fight. I've been hearing Boots can fight Thurman for the longest. Ben actually about to fight Thurman. And somebody questioning him being a clout chaser for actually trying to make big fights, for not being able to fight Thurman and fighting Eubank, another big name where he from. Y'all get what I'm saying, bro? We got to have that same energy, bro. We got to have that same energy. Boots was about to fight Thurman. Ben was about to fight Thurman, not Boots. I want to know who Boots go fight next. If Speedy Rashid Ellis' name ain't big enough, if Speedy Rashid Ellis' name ain't big enough, who is Boots going to fight next? Charles, what's good, Charles? Appreciate you sliding through this, John Charles. Glad you can make it. Cal, what's good? Cal in the boxing section. Appreciate you sliding through this, John. Glad you can make it. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Yeah, drop that link. Oh, shit. Okay, bitch. I wasn't going to be here that much longer, but I got you. For Brother Cal. He said Thurman is ducking Boots. He don't want them prize. How, bro? Boots, how? Thurman is a bigger name than Boots. Boots can't hold Thurman Boots. Boots can't hold Thurman Boots. Speedy Rashid Ellis is closer to fucking Boots than Boots is to Keith Thurman. Y'all killing me. And y'all still ain't told me who he gonna fight next. So if Thurman is ducking Boots, that means he's not fighting him next, right? Who is Boots going to fight? Because it's not Thurman, because Thurman ducking him, right? Right, Pittsburgh? It ain't Thurman. Thurman ducking him. So who he go fight next, bro? Who is he going to fight next? Thurman ducking him, right? Conor Ben, everybody ducking him in the world. We getting somewhere, y'all. I'm going somewhere with this. PGH, we getting somewhere. He said Boots versus and he's not, and Stanonis is not a bigger name than Ellis. If he could fight Stanonis, he could fight Ellis. My facts, Charles. Exactly, Charles. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. So if everybody afraid to fight him, right? Thurman ducking him, right? Let's just go with. I don't want to call it a narrative because I don't want to make this shit sound harsh. Let's go with the let's go with that Keith Thurman ducking Boots, right? If everybody ducking Boots, bro, and Speedy Rashidi Ellis say, I want to fight Boots, why we can't let Speedy fight that man, bro? If everybody ducking, bro, why we can't let somebody fight him that want to fight him? If Boots ducking him, Earl ducking him, Bud ducks, everybody ducking Boots now. Everybody ducking him, right? He's the scariest nigga alive. Why we can't let somebody that want to fight him fight him? Y'all gotta be consistent with this shit, man. We ain't consistent enough, bro. We ain't consistent enough with this shit. Ben was literally about to fight Keith Thurman. Now he about to fight Chris Eubank. Bro, that's a better fight than Castile Clay. Fuck is y'all saying? You get what I'm saying, bro? Like, bro, both them fights. He said Thurman ducking Ben too, asking for $15 million, right? Because that's how him and Ben just fell out. Thurman outpriced himself. He ducking Ben too. That's all I'm getting at, bro. These niggas got to fight each other, bro. When you get down to it, these prospects ain't fighting nobody. No prospect at 147 is fighting another fucking prospect. They just ain't. We just like Boots, so we give him a pass. He can beat everybody in the world without fighting everybody in the world.
Oh, no, I got to stop you now. I got to stop you now. All right. The reason why that Castile Clayton fight happened is because Castile Clay was ranked higher than him.
Yeah, I'm not knocking. No. I'm not, bro. I'm not saying that. I get it. But if he could fight Castile Clayton don't got no name, bro. But if he could fight Clayton.
But you gotta think about this, bro. Castile Clayton was ranked higher than him in the sanctioning body. So
he
that's why
the fight. The Boots ranked like number 2 or number 1. He couldn't have been.
No, nigga, he ranked like that now. That was after the Castile Clayton fight, brother.
I never seen Clayton ranked above Boots on no list, bro.
That's why that fight had to happen. That's the only reason why they
seen
took that
Clayton
fight.
ranked above Boots on none of them lists, bro. Never once seen him. Never seen him ranked. Never
Either
seen
that
him
or he was, or they was like right next to each other.
People forget. I was the Clayton called Boots out a year and a half ago. Did y'all know that?
Yeah, but like I said, the reason why that fight didn't happen is because the rankings. Once they said, "Hey, this is a title eliminator. We got Clayton for you." What'd he do?
Yeah,
oh yeah,
that's what I'm getting at. He was put there to beat. That's what I'm getting at. He ain't fighting nobody either, bro. Just like Conor Ben. The people are put into position to make a certain fighter look good.
No, this is what I'm saying, bro. At the end of the day, that fight is gonna happen.
Man.
But it just like what's his do it make at this point, like with the Keith Thurman shit, like the Keith Thurman shit is because like, okay, you and Boots, y'all in the same like top 5 in every fucking section of body together. You dig what I'm saying? Rashidi Ellis ain't ranked nowhere, bro. Like, and I like Rashidi Ellis. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Rashidi Ellis, but he ain't ranked nowhere. He just got in the top 15.
Top 15. I was just about to get there. He in the top 15, bro. That's the pay we talking about right now. Rashidi
right
Ellis
now. He in the top 15.
Ellis.
Okay, but listen up.
Ellis just had a fight. He said I'll wipe the floor with Boots, but he said I will wipe the floor with Boots.
Listen.
Bro, Clayton, yo, PJ, Clayton was not like PJ. He was not ranked in front of.
He was ranked high though. He was ranked high though.
But he was, bro. That dude. I was on this shit 2.5 years, bro. When he first called Boots out, I was saying, Boots, why you don't fight this dude that want to fight you? You know what I mean? When he first called him out, bro. So I know the Castile Clayton story, bro. I get it. Trust me, bro. I know it. I get it. But what I'm saying is, Ellis is ranked in the top 15. Boots is ranked in the top 15. Boots is not about to fight Earl or Bullet, and this guy want to fight him.
Yeah, but like if I'm fighting for a title eliminator or interim belt, I'm not gonna take 10 steps back to fight Rashidi Ellis.
Okay, so who Boots go fight next? If Speedy's 10 steps back, who Boots fight next?
He's supposed to fight Stanley Ennis.
Is Stanley okay? So is Stanley Ennis? She's supposed to fight Stanley Ennis. Is Stanley Ennis a bigger name than Speedy Rashida Ellis?
Yeah.
No, they're not about the same, bro.
Nah, they
They
not.
about the same,
no,
bro.
they not. No, they not.
The same,
and one of them niggas got a belt and the other nigga don't.
If you hit the block and you ask niggas who Sinones is, nobody gonna know him. If you hit the block, you ask niggas who Speedy Rashida Ellis is, nobody gonna know him. You talking about a fake belt. Neither one of them got a real belt.
Listen, you go to where that
neither
nigga
of them
from,
got a real belt.
I bet you that nigga
Boots don't got no belt. He not fighting for no fucking belt. He not fighting for no fucking belt. He don't got no strap. He not fighting for no belts.
Bro,
he not fighting no name me a top 5 guy Boots fought. He ain't fought no top 5 guy. Stanones is not top 5. He not top 5. And Stanones ain't even a fight that he gonna fight. We don't even know that.
Stanley Otis is a top 5 fighter in the division, bro. At least 6.
I've just been saying I can name you 5 fighters right now ranked higher than him.
All right, name them off. What you got? All the people you got, you gonna hold on. Look, I'm gonna name them for you. You got Spence, Bud. They don't really count because they're not gonna fight each other. They don't fight nobody but each other. You got Connor Ben,
David Evans Sr.,
Boots,
Boots.
Virgil Ortiz, and who else?
David Evans Sr. David Evanesian, my bad. Evanesian. David Evanesian. And motherfucking now Sindor moved back down because he was like nobody. He moved back down.
Man, listen, bro. Like I said, nigga.
No, what I'm getting
at. That many niggas better than Stanley Otis.
Your dad is Ugas. He not, bro. The thing is, y'all feel safer with him fighting Stanones, and that's what it is. I'm gonna say
that ain't it, bro. Listen though, Stanley Otis is the regular champion. That's way more than what Rashidi Ellis got. And I'm telling you right now, bro. Like I already talked to them about.
I remember the switch when Stanley Otis I remember Stanley Otis used to be garbage. I swear I remember y'all niggas saying he was garbage. And now he just this top ranked killer all of a sudden when Speedy Rashida Ellis get in the picture. I remember y'all was saying he was garbage for years, bro. That man, now all of a sudden he good. He garbage, he's still garbage, bro. He's still the same garbage nigga.
You gotta think about this, bro. Think about this, dog. He didn't fight. He didn't fight. What's his name? The light skinned nigga that got beat up by Roach. What's the nigga name? Blair the Flair. He didn't fight that nigga because it would have been going backwards. He called out Boots. He talked some shit, but it didn't make sense. Like at least like this is the thing, right?
Bro, Cobb is not ranked at all. Ellis is ranked in the top 15. Ellis is a top 15 fighter, bro.
That fight could happen.
Okay. And he said 1 or 2 fights, right? So let's say he fights Sinones next. Who should he fight after that?
Well, that's gonna be for a belt. Because listen, if Bud and Spence fight, that's gonna free up 4 belts.
Mm-hmm. And my thing is, we okay with not having our guys fight 50 tough fights until we okay. That's all I'm getting at. I just don't want to hear y'all talk shit about. I just don't want to hear y'all talk shit about Connor Bean and Virgil no more because you know what I mean. I just don't want to hear y'all talk that shit about them no more. That's all.
But listen up, I bet you he fight the nigga within a couple in a year. I don't say a couple months, but that ain't gonna happen. But like within the next year, he gonna fight the nigga.
I hope so.
And listen, I love Rashidi Ellis, but Rashidi Ellis is how old?
27, 28.
Right. So he's a 27-year-old prospect, bro.
So is Boots. Boots 25-year-old prospect.
No, nigga, no, he's not, nigga. Boots is a contender. It's a difference.
Speedy Rashidi is right in the top 15. He right in the top 15.
Yeah, nigga, that's just now, bro. Like that's what I'm saying, bro. He just got ranked in that. Like you gotta blame Golden Boy for that. Like Golden Boy fucked him over. You can't blame Boots for that. You gotta blame Golden Boy for that. Like the nigga just got ranked in the WBC, nigga. Like just As soon as he signed with PBC, had a fight.
And
So
that's what I'm getting at, bro.
That's what I'm
That's what
saying.
I'm
They
getting at.
setting it up, nigga. They're not gonna put them niggas in the ring right now. They setting it up. They gonna set it up. It's gonna be about a year, and they gonna fight.
That's what that's what I mean. None of these niggas is fighting each other. And I get that, Cal. I just don't want to hear y'all talk about Conor being them no more. That's all I'm getting at. Just don't talk bad about them no more. Because Boots doing the same thing. Not fighting nobody. Setting
But
up
he
fights.
not though.
Yes, he is, bro. Yes, he is. He doing the same thing.
Nah,
Y'all
man.
going back.
If I told you how much Keith Thurman asked to fight the nigga, man.
Keith Thurman just did the same thing to Conor Bean. He did the same thing to Conor Bean. That's what I'm saying. It's the same shit. It's just that we choose which prospect that we like. We like Boots better, so we give him more leeway. We talk shit about Bean,
Nah,
but we
I
give
fuck with
Boots
Conor
leeway.
Bean.
Huh? What'd you say? Just like same shit with David Benavidez, bro. I see this shit getting real. David Benavidez, like when it comes to Boots, for real, like protection plan, bro. Like, bro, come on, man. Y'all can't be telling me this nigga beat up Earl Spence and shit, but don't want him to fight Speedy. Y'all gotta stop telling me that shit then. For real. Y'all gotta stop telling me he beat everybody. He beat everybody. You know what I mean? And a lot of them names and ranking and shit, that shit paid for. That's really what I'm getting at here too. He protecting him. He protecting the man right now, bro. Y'all can't tell me, bro. He ain't. Y'all can't tell me, oh, Boost the next best thing since sliced bread, and then tell me kind of being some shit when they fight the same people.
Yeah, man. I just Keith Thurman don't want to be the stepping stone. That's all it is. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah. But look, man, I'm gonna get the fuck up out here. I'm gonna let I know G5 Live normally don't go this long. This motherfucker.
Okay, I got you. Hey, nigga, you have to rap on my shit later, nigga. I'm going live in about 2 hours or some shit.
I got you. I pull up. I'm gonna slide through. Appreciate y'all folks sliding through this, man. Y'all head over to G5 in the morning, Skin Hideaway Southern Thee. He had price up in the Conor Bean negotiations too. That's what I'm getting at. All I'm saying is, y'all, bro. All I'm saying is, y'all can have y'all favorite fighter. Y'all can have y'all favorite prospect. Y'all can have y'all favorite fighter. Y'all can have y'all favorite prospect. Rashidi Ellis ranked number 5 in the WBA. But all I'm saying is, bro, let's just keep this shit within reason. Boost ain't done nothing more than any of these other prospects. If Conor Bean was to fight Chris Eubank Jr. And beat him, he just beat up a guy who came down from 168, former 2-time champion. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, it's cool to like who you like, though. But when y'all talking shit about these other prospects and shit, y'all got to realize that your shit stink too, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I'm finna get the fuck up out of here, y'all. Skin Highway 17. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But just the present. That's how we rock it. And I'm out.